This is like an ancient question. If someone can find the answer to this, what is the key to a long-lasting romantic relationship? We all want that secret.
Well, there is an event that's happening at the Twin Cities that might just help us reveal it. It's called How We Stay Together, happening this Sunday. It's at the Moxie in Minneapolis, and there's a chance to hear from some admired couples from around the area who have spent years in healthy relationships. So joining us this morning, the woman who is bringing all of these people together, Alex Merritt, also known as the Love Engineer. Alex, thanks for being with us here today.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, first, can we get started? What is Love Engineer? What does this mean?
It's an engineer who's taken their problem-solving skills to help us engineer relationships that we love and that last.
So are you like part matchmaker, part therapist? Explain to me what you do.
Believe it or not, I'm full-time. I'm a mechanical engineer by degree. That's my background.
Right, that engineer.
Who's taking problem-solving approach to be able to help us figure out, again, the root cause of challenges in relationships, and then teach us skills to be able to build amazing relationships. So it's kind of a combination of both, depending on what angle you come to me with.
Okay.
Dessert and discussion. Tell us about this event that's coming up.
Dessert and discussion is a fun way to talk about love, intimacy, relationships over dessert and drinks. I tell people it's way more fun than therapy. And it's a good time, it's social, but it gives us an opportunity to come together and learn how to build relationships, how to communicate, how to connect from each other. So we get a chance to talk to each other instead of at each other.
So you spent some time talking to people who have been able to do this, like have these long, beautiful relationships. What did you learn?
So a number of things. One is there's a commitment to having it. Like, great relationships don't just happen.
Right.
And I think sometimes we believe that once we get together, we love each other and the love is going to carry us forward. And the reality is alone it won't.
Yeah. This event, do you think it is for couples? Is it for singles? Like, who would this be the right group for?
So healthy relationships is for everyone. And so actually the way Dessert and Discussion is structured, couples and singles are invited because, again, usually the challenge is we think it's marital status, but it's not. It's usually like gender dynamics and a lack of just overall understanding of how we communicate, how we connect. And it's a fun way to do that. So singles and couples are invited. There will be singles and couples featured on the love seat as well.
Oh, great.
Question for you, because you mentioned sometimes love cannot be enough, and sometimes we want that fairy tale ending that we all dream of, right? What is the biggest roadblock that gets in people's ways?
One is that they're the belief in the fairy tale.
Okay.
And so many people we have our foundations in relationships from just that. Cinderella stories or things of that sort. It started as a fairy tale. And we never saw how the ending actually happened. It just cuts. But you have to live, and so you have to create the ending that you get to. And so that's the biggest roadblock, is people have what they've imagined it to be and what reality shows up as. No one's prepared for the reality of building a great relationship.
I was going to say, because once that honeymoon period ends, that's when the real work begins. And it will end eventually.
It has to.
Right. Alex, what I love about what you do is this engineering background, like this problem-solving background. You see a problem, you think, well, of course, I'm an engineer. I can fix it.
Yes.
And that, I think, is what you're trying to do here with what you're doing with all of us each day.
And it's not even, to your point, fixing, it's just helping people be able to devise solutions. Engineers help create solutions to very known problems. And relationships are one of the oldest ones. And so giving us tools and principles and making sure we understand the premises of them, then you can create solutions that'll work for the relationship that you're in.
Right, because everybody's is so different. And I imagine that the couples you even talked with, they have their own challenges.
Absolutely.
And their own things that have made them succeed.
Exactly.
Okay, so besides going to this event on Sunday, give us, what advice would you give, the best piece of advice you could give someone who is looking to establish a healthy relationship?
Establish a healthy relationship with yourself.
Starts with you.
That you have to be the base of it. So giving yourself the love, talking to yourself the way you want to be talked to. And so it starts with you, because you literally can't give something that you don't practice.
That's interesting, because I have a good friend and we talk about this a lot. And she says, do you talk to yourself the way that you would talk to me? And I said, well, sometimes I don't. You know, you don't give yourself sort of enough grace out there. Yes. And then that can manifest itself in your relationship.
It can only show up in your relationship because you are 100% a part of every relationship you're in.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sunday's event, tickets, walk us through how that works.
Yep. So grab tickets at dessertanddiscussion.com. Go to events on the site and you can grab tickets there. Come join us. You get dessert sponsored by Latunji's Palette, which we're super excited about.
Come on now.
Yes, that's the dessert sponsor is at Alex, and we have, so you can just go to dessertanddiscussion.com events, grab your tickets, and then come join us at the Moxie.
I mean, that sounds like a very fun time.
That's a selling point right there. That's a selling point right there. Alex, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Have fun. Again, How Long Do We Stay Together is how we stay together so long, happening this Sunday at the Moxie, Minneapolis, 3 to 6. Buy tickets at dessertanddiscussion.com.